Even as the daughter of the Grant family, $2 billion in cash was a stretch. Any more than that, and she would need to ask for money from the family. $2.1 billion. Roderick was calm. Jailer exclaimed with gritted teeth, $2.5 billion. She had a murderous gaze. Even if she had to borrow money, in her dignity today, she would regard. With a smile still plastered on his face, Roderick raised the bid, $2.6 billion. His nickname, Big Buck Brooks, was not merely a nickname. The sum of money truly held no significance to him. $3 billion. Jailer was seeing red. She looked like a lioness about to tear into her prey. 3. Roderick raised his paddle, about to continue bidding when Dustin pulled his hand down. Forget about it. Just let her have it. What? Roderick was surprised. Mr. Rhys, isn't this item something you need? Why are you giving it up? If it's because of the price, there's no need to worry. I can deal with it. It has nothing to do with money. Dustin shook his head. As he stared at the precious item on stage, his expression was filled with regret. The item on auction is not a 1,000-year green lotus. It's of no use to me. What? Are you saying that it's a fake? Roderick failed to contain his shock. Almost no one dared to auction off fake items due to the consequences that came with it. Dustin shook his head again. I won't call it fake. It's just not old enough. I've taken a good look at it. Even though it's a remarkable green lotus, it's only 900 years old. It'll take another 100 years to mature into a true 1,000-year green lotus. Even though the only difference between a 900-year green lotus and a 1,000-year green lotus is 100 years, their effects were vastly different. He only had one opportunity to refine the longev item, and any incongruity would lead to an astronomical difference in its effects. While a 1,000-year green lotus was an invaluable treasure, a 900-year green lotus was vastly inferior to it. So it's only a 900-year lotus. What a pity. Roderick sighed, his enthusiasm fading instantly. He had hoped to utilize this chance to leave a good impression. It was a pity that fate had other plans. At that moment, the auctioneer suddenly asked, Ms. Grant bid $3 billion. Is there a higher bid? Roderick frowned, choosing to remain silent. However, Jailer interpreted his expression as a sign of embarrassment due to his inability to afford it. Why are you silent? Just continue challenging me. I'd like to see just how capable you are. A delighted smile formed on her face. It's okay. Since you like it so much, Ms. Grant, we'll allow you to have it, Dustin said coolly. Spending $3 billion to buy a subpar item was foolish, even for the rich. Allow me to have it. Huh. If you can't afford it, just say so. You sure have the thickest skin I've ever seen, Jailer mocked. Suit yourself. Whatever makes you happy. Dustin didn't bother arguing further, but that made Jailer feel like she was throwing punches in the air. What she desired was to see him submit to her and show remorse. His indifferent attitude was making her extremely vexed, but she didn't have a good excuse to challenge him. In the end, Jailer won the bid for the 900-year green lotus on stage at a sky-high price. Next, we have another precious treasure. This item is a natural, uncut red gemstone, and hasn't gone through any processing whatsoever. Its cut and clarity are of unparalleled quality. Please have a look. As the auctioneer spoke, a palm-sized, blood-colored gemstone was brought forth onto the stage. What? The moment Dustin's gaze landed on the gemstone, his pupils constricted. While he was filled with regret just moments ago, it was now replaced with renewed vigor and excitement.